Hello, Recapped Mystery here. Today, I'm going to explain a science fantasy film called Upside Down. Watch out and take care. The film begins with a voice narrating to us the regulations of his world, which has dual gravity. Two planets are so near to each other in such a world that they obstruct the sky. People on the higher planet appear to be inverted for those on the lower planet. Both planets' residences are subject to the laws of gravity. As a result, they are unable to visit the other worlds since the gravity of their own planet pushes them down. There are three basic laws. 1. All matter is drawn by a single gravity, that of its planet of origin. 2. An object's weight can be offset utilizing matter from the opposite world, known as inverse matter. And 3. Contact matter burns after a few hours of contact with inverse matter. The higher world is referred to as up above, while the lower world is referred to as down below. The two universes' statuses are significantly different. The top is highly developed and wealthy, whereas the bottom is underdeveloped and impoverished. The top extracts cheap oil from below and sells it to them at a very high price. They profit from the resources found below ground. It is extremely forbidden for the people to interact with anyone from another world. The violation of this statute could result in death or jail. The only legal interaction the citizens of two worlds can have is at the headquarters of the Transworld Corporation. It is a skyscraper that connects the two worlds. People from the top come down for tourism and curiosities such as dancing in the ceiling. However, persons from the lower classes do not have access to such amenities. The voice narrating this is that of a small child named Adam. Adam is a down-below dweller. His parents died in a trans-world manufacturing explosion that destroyed half of the city years ago, so he now lives in an orphanage. Becky, his great-aunt, is his only relative, whom he visits on weekends. Adam lives for airplanes and his aunt's flying pancakes. When he visits Becky's one day, she informs him about her secret flying pancakes recipe. Pink bee pollen is used in her secret recipe for flying pancakes. Pink bees gather pollen from both worlds, which are only found in the Sage Mountain. She also shows him a book about pink bee secrets and pledges to pass it down to Adam when he grows up. Becky sends Adam to collect pollen from the mountain one day. He describes how the day changed his life forever. He reaches the summit after climbing higher than he has ever climbed. He can definitely see the summit from there. Adam holds a paper airplane in his palm, which he launches to the sky. It takes off and lands on the earth. It is discovered by a lovely young lady. Adam raises his eyes to her. They both smile, and the rest is history. After a few years, Adam has matured into a handsome adolescent. He and Eden, the girl, have been friends ever since. They had been meeting at the same location every day since the last time they met. Adam waits for Eden at the top of the mountain on that day as well. When they meet, Adam employs the second law of gravity to pull Eden down to him. He ties a top around her and drags her down. The two sprint into the woods, Adam holding Eden in place. When they hear gunshots, they return to the hilltop in a rush. The guards shoot Adam as he sends Eden back up top. Eden smacks her head on the ground above once the rope slips from his grasp. He notices her lifeless on the ground, blood oozing from her skull. Meanwhile, Adam is kidnapped, separated from Becky, and imprisoned by the guards. They also set fire to Becky's house. Fast forward 10 years. Adam is now a young adult working with his boss, Albert, in a repair shop. He is testing bee pollen to create an anti-gravity solution for an anti-aging face lotion. The formula, however, only works for a few seconds. The equipment needed to further improve the formula is only available at the top. He is astonished to see Eden on TV one day at work. Since the incident, he hasn't seen her. It turns out she works in the trance world. Adam is overjoyed to see her alive. He subsequently begins working at Trans World since they can supply him with the resources he needs to finish the face cream formula. Adam also intends to visit his boyhood sweetheart there. Adam is captivated by the elite workplace on his first day of work in the Trans World. There are various stories in the building. The floors with a plus symbol are for upper-level personnel, while those with a minus symbol are for lower-level staff. Adam works on floor 0, the central floor, with personnel from both planets. The establishment's manager briefs him about the workplace guidelines. Adam considers himself fortunate to have landed a top position at Trans World. Finally, He informs Adam that if he steals any inverse matter from above, he will be sacked and imprisoned. Another employee gives Adam an inverted matter and tells him to keep it in the refrigerator so it doesn't burn. After work, Adam returns to Albert's, who is furious with him for going to Transworld and declaring that those from the top are nasty. Albert is concerned that Adam will be killed while working for Transworld, but, after some persuasion from Adam, he agrees to assist him. Meanwhile, Eden is in a self-help group, where we learn that she has lost all memory of her life prior to the accident. She has no recollection of Adam. One day at work, Adam requests that his boss, Bob, connect him with Eden. Bob concurs. Adam, Albert, and their friend Pablo are all gathered that night. Pablo wonders if all of this is really worth it. He is concerned that Eden will no longer desire to associate with Adam, but Adam is adamant that it is worthwhile. He gives Bob unique stamps from down below as a gift. The next day at work, he begins to work feverishly on his face cream. He offers the cream to the board from the top. After a few days, he applies it to a dog's face, then lifts its face. The board is impressed, and Adam is given extra time to make the cream's impact endure longer. Adam works an extra shift that day. He climbs on a tool and contacts the up-top receptionist using Bob's phone when the office is vacant. He then schedules a meeting with Eden as Bob. Later, at Albert's store, they create Adam a hefty suit out of inverse matter to assist him in walking on top. However, according to the third law of gravity, the suit will begin to burn after he has been up top for some time. The next day, Adam wears the costume to work and disguises himself as a high-ranking employee. When he puts on the suit and shoes, their weight balances out his own, allowing him to walk on the ceiling. He then dashes to the floor where Eden works. He's happy to see her, but she doesn't recognize him. Adam is informed of Eden's forgetfulness by her colleague. Adam justifies his visit to Eden by claiming that his face cream would be of interest to her. He attempts to recall events from his childhood in the hopes of making her remember him, but she only laughs. His outfit then begins to burn. Adam dashes to the toilet, where he tries to relieve the pain with water. When he pees, it falls to the ceiling and enters the smoke detector. An alert sounds, and Adam is pursued by officials, but he manages to flee. Pablo and Albert apply treatment to his burns later that night. Pablo remains skeptical of Eden. An alarm goes off at work the next day. The board then discloses the names of a select employees who will be let go. Bob's name is on the list as well. Bob and Adam talk after everyone has left. Adam sympathizes with Bob. Before leaving, Bob hands him a package containing his keycard and ID, allowing Adam to exit the Transworld building and join the up-top area if he so desires. Adam is alone when he receives a phone call from Bob. Eden is the name. She is surprised that Adam has not returned after leaving the previous day and wishes to meet him. Adam is ecstatic and agrees to meet her in a restaurant. He enters a private room and puts on the suit again to disguise himself as a high-ranking employee. He then departs the Transworld building and enters the actual up-top for the first time, using Bob's card. He is taken aback as he glances about. Then he goes to the restaurant to visit Eden. Eden is irritated when Adam tries to make her remember him. She is about to depart until Adam persuades her to stay. They talk for a while, and then Adam's shoes start to burn. He needs to get back down below as soon as possible. They leave the restaurant and decide to go on another date the next day. Adam's shoe catches fire, so he dashes to a nearby sea and leaps in. When his shoes slip off, he is thrown down below and landed on another sea. Adam returns home, but he has a cold. Eden has a dream about Adam and her that night. She is gradually regaining her memory. Adam's face cream formula is finished the next day at work. In an auditorium, he presents it to the board members. Adam is seated next to an elderly woman. When he applies the cream to her face, it immediately lifts. The board members applaud him. Eden then walks into the auditorium. She notices Adam and is astonished to learn that he is from below ground. She addresses him as Bob in front of everyone, but Adam corrects her and informs her that his name is Adam. Eden flees from there, perplexed. After the meeting, Adam runs to the roof in his suit. He takes off sprinting in pursuit of Eden. However, she flees the premises before Adam can apprehend her. Adam attempts to use Bob's card, but it does not work because Bob has been sacked. Adam flees as the guard pursues him. Realizing his cover has been exposed, he escapes. but there is no way for him to return below. He goes to Bob's house for assistance after being unable to locate Eden. Bob is taken aback, but he warmly embraces him. Bob hands Adam a suit he designed to bring Adam down while he sits on his ceiling. This suit is constructed in such a way that it will not burn even after prolonged contact with corrosive substances. Then Adam demonstrates the power of pink pollen. He combines liquid from both planets to produce a floating material that defies gravity on both planets. Bob is concerned that the Transworld will profit from the formula. However, Adam explains that he never told the Transworlders about the secret ingredient, the pink pollen. Without him, the corporation cannot create the face-lifting cream. Adam returns to the restaurant where he met Eden. Dressed in Bob's suit, he approaches her and, surprisingly, she is pleased to see him. She informs him that she is beginning to recall snippets of their youth together. Finally, the two kiss. However, the border police come, and the two are forced to split. Adam flees and makes his way back down below. The cops are still looking for him. His escape has made the news. He returns to the Sage Mountain and waits for Eden to arrive. She has finally arrived. They float in midair and kiss. When a troop of soldiers come seeking for them, the two are up top together. The two try to flee, but Adam falls to the ground, while Eden is apprehended by the soldiers. Because of the inverse matter suit, Adam lands on a tree and is saved from the impact. Two men grab Adam as he travels through the streets of the city below. They inform him that if Adam provides them the formula for the face cream, they would dismiss the allegations against Eden. He is then flung from the vehicle. Adam now believes he will never see Eden again and returns to his regular life. Meanwhile, up above, Bob experiments with the formula Adam showed him and discovers that they can use it to counteract gravity, allowing the people from above to stroll down below. Eden goes to Bob the next day and asks for his assistance. Later that day, Adam is in Albert's business when Bob appears unexpectedly. Adam is taken aback and wonders how this is possible. Using Adam's formula, Bob can truly float in the air. He demonstrates that he can stay down without the assistance of the opposite matter trappings. He has refined Adam's formula to the point that any matter may counteract the gravity of either realm. Bob also informs him that he purchased the beauty cream patent before Transworld could, and that he has a date with Adam. Eden soon finds him in the downworld and informs him that she is pregnant with his child, allowing her to live freely in both worlds. Many years later, both sides have tall skyscrapers, indicating that both sides have become rich, as well as children from both sides interacting through basketball. Please subscribe to assist the channel. Turn on notification and leave a like. Thank you for taking the time to watch. See you again soon.